Priya, I'd love to hear from you. Is there one story that has stood with you to say, look, that has defined me in my past, that's defining me today, and multiple decades later, that'll still be me? Is there a story that kind of stitches who you are?
The one word, I don't know if it's a story, but the one word that explains probably my journey is invent and reinvent.
Okay.
This is what at every point in my life, at a certain point in my life, I've always been open to what's happening around me and going with that, going with what's my calling then. And it's not like they are very disparate. I find that whatever you do, eventually there's a confluence, right? All that you've learned before, in some way or the other, serves you in your next step. So no learning is wasted. So for me, the story, if you may, the narrative is of my journey has been that of inventing and reinventing.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to reinvent, because you're just another word for it would be just growing.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you're going to just say that this is who I am and I'm, this is the only thing that I will do, then you're not growing.
Correct.
So being open to, having that sort of peripheral vision to say, okay, what's also related to this, that's also a calling for me. And how do I weave that into what I'm doing currently? Right? And that is growth. So that's the invention and reinvention. And that's been my every point in my life, it's been that.
One thing I've learned in life, Sripriya, is that there is nothing which is constant, right? And you have to be ready to change with what's coming up, along the way. So the easiest way, and the best way I found it articulated is by this gentleman called Timothy Galloway. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's written some very nice books on inner game.
Yes, yes.
So he calls it mobility. So he's saying you may know where to go, you may not know where to go, but what is important is for you to do something. It doesn't matter whether it will take you in the direction which you think you're going.
Yes.
It may not, but somehow or the other, it gets you there. Yes. So he calls that word move. It's a very nice term. So he just says move. That's it. The rest of it happens.